Rivers received the biggest bailout in NBA history. Received the biggest bailout in U.S. history when his dad gave him $42 million.
So why don't you play me one-on-one, Draymond? Because you can't do no handoffs in one-on-one. You can't set no pick and roll in one-on-one. So all that extra talk is BS, and that's all my response was calling me the biggest bailout. Yo, bro, have some wherewithal. Get outside yourself. Have some humility. You know what happened, Dre. You know what was good for you. So this whole thing where I'm comparing myself to Draymond, and Draymond's a Hall of Famer. And no matter what anybody on this podcast, and no matter what I say or what anybody says, it's not going to change. He's a first ballot, and he deserves that because he put in the work as his role. See, there's a difference, and this is the last thing I'll say. There's a difference between being a star and being a star in your role. Draymond was a star in his role, one of the best at it. He talks too loose, and he talks with conceit in his voice when he tries to come at other players as if he's better than them. No. You've achieved more because you were a star in your role in a cast that Steve, the guy that hindered your career, placed you in and helped you and embraced you with a bunch of guys on a very talented team, one of the greatest teams ever assembled, that Warriors team.
You look at Draymond's stats. This Bama's single digiting. And he probably does deserve Hall of Fame since y'all giving out participation trophies. But in the 90s, no one would give Draymond a look for Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. These years, I won't be surprised if Austin Rivers getting a Hall of Fame. Just being Doc Rivers' son got you in the Hall of Fame. Hey, don't put it past the NBA to do it. Come on, bruh. You got the play-in game now. You got in-season tournament now. Participation trophies just fluttered about all over the place. Yeah. I had to get on this because Draymond makes me sick. And just like Austin Rivers said, I've been saying this shit for years. I said, I like his trash talk, but sometimes he could talk too much. Shut up. There's certain stuff that you got a limit to, Dre. Let Clay do the rest of the talking. Or let Steph do the rest of the talking. Let Andre Iguodala do some of the talking. You can't be the loudest mouth in the crew. Because you the sorriest in the crew. That's what Jordan Poole was probably saying. Like, hey, man, you some shit for real. I think he said something about being Curry's backpack. You clearly his backpack, bruh. It's what Curry never really said anything. I know in Curry's mind, like, he probably was like, don't make this Bama mad, bruh. Don't make him sad, bruh. He already know he's some shit. Draymond mad because everybody better than him. But he still be out there playing because he's the type of player that you can use on your team. Oh, he gonna get that rebound and get on this Bama's nerves. And he gonna find the right pass. And his screens be killing. It's enough to play on the team. If you're gonna do that, if you just gonna jack up shots, you don't need Draymond. But if you're trying to win and stay on the court, Draymond is who you pick up. And I ain't taking nothing from him as far as skill set. He's not the best, but he can be used. Like if I was a coach, please, I'll use Draymond just like Kerr did. So I don't know what the hell Draymond talking about. Like there was a stint. I want to say Curry was hurt. Clay was hurt. Andre Iguodala was hurt. And Draymond had to lead the team for at least, I think it was like 7 to 10 games because everybody was hurt. That's when they got on him because it was one game he only scored 4. He scored 4, had like six rebounds and like 3 assists or some shit. They was like, here's your chance to be a leader and drive the bus and you can't do shit with it. I remember that game. Y'all can go back, test me if you will, go research, see if I'm playing. There was a time he scored 4. That's where the quadruple single came from. Because he couldn't get over double digits while he was leading the Warriors because he was the only leader at the time. You had your opportunity, you ruined it because you knew, well, you know now. You some shit, bruh. Even in Michigan State, you wasn't no scorer like that, bruh. I think he played with Mo Pete. Did he play with Mo Pete? Either way, he shouldn't be talking like he does. He shouldn't have his podcast during the season. Like, if I was a manager, I'd be like, you gonna have to shut that shit down. We trying to win the championship. You can podcast your ass off season, but not during the season. That's distraction. I don't get how these players be having their podcast during the season and trying to be successful at the same time.
if you go back to Cleveland, even if you go back to Cleveland and win a championship, it's not going to be as good as 2016. If you go to Miami and win a championship, it's not going to be as good as 2012, 2013. Those two places kind of got eliminated just because. You look at Golden State, and I ultimately don't think Bron was ever able to get over the history. And I understand it. I get it. What we all ultimately always knew is like, that's the hurdle to get over. You know, we live in a day and age where everybody who doesn't have anything to say have something to say. And so he's going to get crushed if he comes to the Warriors. Oh, man, you went to team up with Steph. You had to go to them, da-da. And I think ultimately that weighed in on the decision a lot. That played a big role in the Warriors not landing LeBron.